I'm Ree, welcome back to my channel, Mummy of Four Does Disney. In today's video, I am sharing everything that you need to take for carry-on luggage when you are traveling long haul with children. So we've got a trip to Florida in January 2022, and these are all the things that I am packing for my family of 6. First thing you're going to need to do, as I discussed in this video where I talked about all the things you need to do before you go to Florida, is to check with your airline about your baggage allowance. So you need to know sizes and weight limits of what you're allowed to take for check-in luggage and what you're allowed to take on board as cabin luggage. So we are flying with British Airways, and for carry-on luggage we are allowed 1 cabin-sized bag each and 1 handbag each. So for our cabin luggage, we have 4 of these. So there are 6 of us. Technically, we would be allowed to take 6, but my youngest 2 daughters are only 7 and nearly 5. So we thought manage 4 of these cases between 6 of us would be a bit more achievable. So we've got Cinderella, Princess, Jasmine, Snow White, and R2-D2. Now, if you're looking for links for any of these items, as always, there is a blog post to go with this video where I've listed out all of the information and links that I'm talking about. So for hand luggage, my husband is taking this backpack. It is technically, I think, over the size for a handbag, but we have only got 4 out of 6 of the cabin size bags, so we're going to get away with it for that reason. Keep watching and I will be showing you exactly what I'm packing in all of these bags too. Then for the handbag sized bag, I am taking this Disney Castle Loungefly, which I think is absolutely perfect for the 50th celebrations. This was kindly gifted by Very Nico, as with the other Loungefly bags I'm about to show you. Check out the blog post for the links and discount code. This handbag I'm taking as carry-on will also double up as a perfect bag for the parks. And my 4 children have each chosen a Loungefly bag from my collection to take. My eldest, Dylan, has chosen the Ice Cream Sweets Treats bag, which I adore. William, who's nearly 10, has chosen the Darth Vader bag that lights up. Bella, who is obsessed with Belle from Beauty and the Beast, has chosen the Beauty and the Beast dresses bag. And my youngest, Zara, has chosen the Mary Poppins Jolly Holiday bag. Now let's start by showing you what I'm packing in each of the children's bags for the trip. So we'll start over here with Dylan's, but some of the items are in each of the children's bags. So he's got the actual Loungefly bag, a drinks bottle. Now we can fill this up for the trip to the airport, but to go through customs, this needs to be empty, and then we can buy a drink and fill it up airside. But this will need to be empty to go through customs. But I feel it's important to take a water bottle that we can use in the parks. He's got his wallet. The children all had Loungefly wallets for Christmas from a family member, and Dylan has stashed some pens and pencils in there. They're in one of these pencil cases, which if you've seen any of my Pack With Me videos before, you'll know I use for a lot of things. We've got a power bank, charger pack, and he's got wireless headphones. They're not AirPods, but that kind of thing. Then each of the children have got a packet of tissues and a packet of wet wipes. Each of them have got a little notebook. These are the ones from Primark, but Dylan's also got a sketch pad so he can do some sketching. And then this won't fit into his hand luggage, but it could clip onto the outside of it. They each had one of these neck pillows for Christmas, which Father Christmas tells me you can purchase in Primark. Now Dylan, you know, was grateful for his. The others barely took theirs off on Christmas Day. Then obviously Dylan would be adding his phone to his hand luggage before we leave. Then in William's Darth Vader bag, he has got a Marvel water bottle, a Boba Fett wallet. William has also got a charger pack and some wires. William is taking his Mickey Mouse Nuimo with the 50th anniversary clothes that he had for Christmas, including a special mini Nuimo Loungefly, and the children are going to take photos of their Nuimos around the park. William chose this Mickey Mouse notebook to take. Then I've got another one of these pencil cases, and I split a massive pack of pencils between William and the 2 girls. William's got a little hairbrush, headphones to use with his iPad, which will be going in the larger carry-on case, but not in his backpack because it won't fit. Some sunglasses for when we get there, tissues and wipes, and his neck pillow. Then Bella's got her Belle bag, a smaller 260ml chili bottle, which I got from Amazon, linked below in that blog post. Her beautiful Belle wallet with some dollars in it that she had from my sister for Christmas. Her pencils and notebook. Her Minnie Mouse Nuimo, complete with backpack. And in the backpack, Minnie Mouse has got a change of clothes. Then Bella's got a little hairbrush and lip balm and some of these bracelets and clips that she had for Christmas that she wanted to take. Then Bella's got her wireless headphones. Again, her iPad will be in the carry-on case. Her sunglasses when we get there, wipes, tissues, and her Minnie Mouse neck pillow for hopefully sleeping on the plane. Then Zara's got the Mary Poppins bag, the small 260ml chili bottle, her Cinderella wallet, which actually matches my bag, Primark notebook, pencils, Nuimo and clothes, pretty much the same as Bella actually, bracelets, headphones, glasses, wipes, tissues, and neck pillow. So the children's hand luggage handbags are pretty much done. I just need to add hand sanitizer to each of them, masks, which to be honest I'll probably keep as communal masks and just hand them a mask as they need it, and the girls will need to add their oh so precious bunnies that they sleep with each night. Now on to this bag that my husband is going to be carrying. In here I'm going to leave him in charge of our passports, the A4 document wallet full of printouts of all of our bookings and reservations. Now I know most of it's digital. If you watch this video you'll know that we're using the Verifly app to verify all our documents, to get through all the COVID restrictions and things. Everything has gone very much online these days, but there's no harm in having a paper backup copy in case for some reason you can't access things, you've got Wi-Fi connectivity issues, there are problems with your phone, whatever it may be, you've got the paper copy. The other thing it's worth doing is if you've got QR codes and things that you're relying on internet access for, just take a little screenshot so you've got it as a photograph. My husband's got a chili bottle, which obviously he can fill up for the journey to the airport, empty out, get through customs, and then buy a refill for airside. And then the only other thing I'll add to this bag will be some snacks on the day. Now onto my handbag hand luggage before I let you know what I'm putting in our wheelie cases for the carry-on. Now this bag is actually remarkably heavy because it's got all my camera bits in it. Now obviously we need to comply with weight regulations and things, so I have got this little gadget that I picked up a while ago in Primark, but I will link something similar in the blog post. So let's take a look at how much this little bag actually weighs. And it's reading as, okay, not that heavy, 1.4 kilos. That's well within the luggage allowance. It just feels quite heavy for such a small bag. But this little gadget will definitely come in handy for weighing our larger cases, especially for the way home if we bought things, to make sure that we're not charged for excess baggage. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on for when I do my pack with me video, and I will absolutely have to weigh all of our bags before we leave for the airport. So things I will be carrying onto the plane. First and foremost, I will be carrying the camera that I'm currently filming on now. I generally film using one of these little tripods, just makes it easier to hold the camera and vlog. The camera has a light on top of it and the external microphone. So that will all not be in my hand luggage as such, but in my hand, or if I need to put it down to have my hands free, I will use this gorgeous Minnie Mouse Loungefly bag strap, which also doubles up as a camera strap. So I tend to wear it like a sling and attach my camera like so. I did this when we were boarding the cruise, and it meant that I had my hands free to deal with children, luggage, things like that in between filming and vlogging. So obviously there is a lens on my camera. I tend to use this lens more for sit down videos or for B-roll where I want to get that lovely bokeh blurry background. I'll also be taking this lens with me in my hand luggage. I tend to use this for more vlogging shots because it's got a wider angle on it, so I can get more of my surroundings in the shot even when I'm doing handheld shooting. And I've just got this little bag to carry the lens in to protect it a little bit. I've got my ND filter for the lens that I'm currently filming on, and this is basically just like sunglasses for your camera, so it keeps all the blurry background without allowing too much light in, and it's good for using in bright sunny circumstances. I've got my little DJI Osmo pocket camera. Now this is actually a camera on a gimbal, so it keeps the footage really, really smooth. I intend to use this for doing things like tours of the resort, Generally footage where I want to be walking, but take that bump out of the footage and really smooth it all out for a really nice viewer experience that doesn't make you feel just a little bit sick. So if I'm filming a sped up bit perhaps where we walk a long way through the airport, then that's the camera I'll use. Then I've got this spare light, which is the exact same one as the one I've got on top of my camera. As you can see, it sort of brings quite a lot of light on my face, especially when I'm vlogging, especially in darker situations. This really helps with the shot. That just attaches to the top of my camera. And when the one on top of my camera is flat, I will charge it and swap it for this one. Then I've got some batteries. Now, apparently you're only allowed to carry 2 batteries per person. So I've got more than 2 batteries that I need for vlogging, for my various cameras. So I guess I'm gonna have to give some of the batteries to the other members of my family in order to distribute them. I've actually got 3 spare batteries. Apparently the battery in the camera doesn't count, it's the spare battery. So I've got 3 of those. I'll have to give one of these to another member of the family to carry. Then obviously I'll be taking my phone to film lots for Instagram and jump on some Instagram stories. Hope to do some Instagram lives. Hopefully I'll be doing some lives on YouTube as well, so make sure you do have those bell notifications on for when I do actually go live, if I can manage to get enough signal and Wi-Fi in the parks. But obviously because I'll be taking lots of photo and video, it's quite likely I'll drain my battery. So I've got this pop socket. I do love a pop socket for holding my phone, especially since my phone's quite big and my hands are not really. So it's really good for if you're texting or trying to film. But then for on-the-go charging, so because obviously I do not want to end up with a flat phone in the parks and unable to take my video and photos, I've got this magnetic charger which just clunks on the back of my phone, and now it's charging. And this has actually got a ring on the back, so because I'm used to having something to hold onto my phone with, I've still got that so I don't end up dropping my phone while I am filming and taking pictures. The only problem is that's another battery, so I guess I'm gonna have to pass that on to another member of the family as well. Because apparently batteries are not allowed in the hold. They have to be in hand luggage, but you're only allowed 2 spare per person. So I just wonder, how do professional photographers manage if they're traveling alone and they've got lots and lots of batteries? If anyone is a professional photographer or knows of one who is watching this, I would really genuinely love to know the answer to that question. How do you manage traveling with lots of batteries if you haven't got other people to palm them off onto, if you are limited to the amount you're allowed to take on an airplane? Then also in my hand luggage, I have got my AirPods so that I can listen to things on the plane, some music, an audiobook, or watch something that I have downloaded. I will be downloading some things on Disney Plus to watch during the very long flight. Hopefully my children will allow me to watch some of it. I think I'm going to download a whole load of Grey's Anatomy. Let me know. If you're going a long haul flight, what are you downloading to watch on your flight? Let me know in the comments. I do have my AirPods in this kind of rubbery case just to protect them from being scratched when they get slung about the place. In my handbag, I've also got this little hairbrush, which is a Primark one. My prescription sunglasses for when we get there. Obviously unlikely to need them in this country, but as soon as we get to Florida, they're going to be a must. And then I have got a teeny case of touch-up makeup in my handbag too, including a little perfume atomizer. So we're not actually going to take any big perfumes at all because we don't need the excess weight. You're limited to how much you can take in your hand luggage. But I bought a pack of these on Amazon, and all you do is just pop the top off your actual perfume, and then there's like a little hole in the bottom and you just pump it in. And then that is like so. Just don't do what I just did and drop the lid of your perfume. With all that stuff in my handbag, it's looking a little bit snug to carry a drink, so I might ask my husband to carry that for me. Now let's move on to what's going in these 4 cases. Now, as I discussed in my things to organise before Disney video, we are actually travelling up the day before our flights and staying in a hotel. Now, you're able to check in your bags up to 24 hours before. So the 6 check-in cases that we're taking with us, we plan to leave at the airport, check those in, go to the hotel, hopefully get a good night's rest, and then head back to the airport to fly. That does mean that in these little cases, we have to pack enough for overnight. Now in my outfit planning for Disney video, I shared that I would be wearing jeans and a Spirit jersey on the way up, along with a pair of Minnie Mouse trainers. So my plan is to wear jeans, top and Spirit jersey in the minibus on the way up the day before the flights. And then in this case, just pack clean underwear, clean socks and a clean t-shirt for underneath my Spirit jersey to fly in. The boys will be doing something very similar. I will need a separate outfit for the girls. But basically, what we're sleeping in and the things that we're wearing the following morning will be going in one of these hand luggage cases, because all of our check-in cases will not be with us in the hotel. So we will need some toiletries with us for that first night before we fly. It is important to remember you're only allowed liquids of up to 100 ml in hand luggage. So this has to be taken into account when we're looking at what we can take for toiletries the night before. So in these toiletries, I've got deodorants for myself, my husband and my teenager, makeup wipes and moisturiser for me, a hairbrush, some safety scissors, because you are allowed scissors in carry-on luggage as long as they're within a certain blade size, and you're allowed them if they've got this rounded top. Basically baby scissors. I've got a miniature travel leg razor for me. I've decanted some hair gel into a pot for my husband because his hair gel was over 150 ml in the bottle. Then I've got some oh so essential dry shampoo and something to tie my hair up so I can have a shower. I've not bothered with shower gel, shampoo or conditioner at all for this trip for carry-on or hand luggage, because they'll have shower gel and shampoo and things both in the hotel that we're staying the night before the flights, and I know that they have in the Disney resort, the Art of Animation that we're staying, they do have the same H2O toiletries that they had on the Disney cruise that we went on in the summer of 2021, and those toiletries were really lovely. So I'm really happy to use those again. It means we don't have to take toiletries ourselves. Then we've also got toothbrushes for each family member, different toothpastes because different family members will only use certain toothpastes. Some of my children have autism and have quite particular tastes. And all these toothpastes are under 100 ml. And then I've also got some of this, which is some washing up liquid decanted into a little bottle. So if we want to wash out and really clean our water bottles, then we can. Then our little medical kit, I figured as we will be away from our check-in luggage, I may as well pack this in the hand luggage. This has got paracetamol, ibuprofen, indigestion tablets, Calpol sachets, Nurofen sachets for the children, plasters and a little first aid kit. Then in the case, but the carry-on case as well, I have got loads and loads of these masks. These are the child-sized masks, the disposable ones. The children do have to wear masks both on the plane and in Disney because they're over the age of 2, and there are no exceptions for autism, which I know is possibly going to be quite challenging. We have been practicing wearing masks at home, but I know for a lot of children with or without neurodiversity, that can be a little bit of a challenge. So we've got plenty of masks. They're pretty colours. I have got cloth masks as well, but I've just packed those for when we get there. I figured on the plane, because perhaps the disposable ones are a bit more breathable, we will use those. And then I got an adult pack of kind of nice coloured surgical masks that look a little less surgical in pretty colours. Then in hand luggage as well, I have got about 1 million Rice Krispie bars. I figured when we get to Art of Animation, if everyone is hungry and we've not quite got for breakfast yet, or perhaps we're heading into the parks to have breakfast, this will keep them going, the children at least, until we get into the parks. For myself, you'll know if you follow me on my main Mummy of 4 channel, I have one of these Xanti bars for breakfast every day anyway. They're full of protein and they keep me going. So I've got a whole load of those for myself, and perhaps my husband and teenager will have some of those too. The other thing I drink every single day are these Burst multivitamin energy drinks. They've got all sorts of goodness in them, plus a little bit of caffeine to keep me going. And I just add those to 500 ml of water. So I absolutely need to take some of those with me too. Then the next thing that is going into our hand luggage is my wires and chargers bag. So these wires and chargers live in here. We've got watch charger for myself and my husband. There are more camera batteries in there actually, which I probably need to remove. I've got spare SD cards. and then adapter sockets for American plugs that we used on the Disney cruise. And I just leave all this stuff in here for when we travel. I've also got my camera, battery, portable chargers, and I just don't touch this. I used to, years ago, run around the house gathering up chargers and wondering if we had enough chargers the morning that we left for trips, for the sake of the price of investing in some basic Amazon chargers that just live in your suitcase. The peace of mind of that, so you get there and you know you've got enough chargers, is massive, because it always used to be such a last minute thing. Oh, got to do the chargers, got to do the chargers. And now I don't worry about this because this doesn't really get unpacked. It just gets left in the case until our next trip. And I know whether we're traveling within the UK or internationally, we've got everything we need to charge our devices. Then in this bag, I've got some more camera bits and pieces. I've got my smaller Canon G7X vlogging camera, my GoPro action camera, which can be used for swimming situations, so maybe getting footage where the children are splashing around in Nemo's pool or something, where I don't actually want to get my big camera wet and ruin it. I've also got the straps to use this on rides and roller coasters to get a bit of point of view footage and on-ride experience, because I really want you to feel like you're with us in these vlogs and really see exactly what the Disney experience is like just from the videos. I have got a lot of SD cards, a lot of SD cards and micro SD cards as well, which go into my little gimbal camera and my GoPro. And I've got this bag mount, so this can be strapped to someone's bag to take footage walking around the place hands-free. Then, as I mentioned, I'm hoping to do some live streaming from the parks. So for that, I'm going to need to use my phone. So if I'm live streaming on Instagram, I will use this tripod with this up this way, so my phone will slot in here. And if I am live streaming on YouTube and it needs to be across this way, then I will hold it like so. So as I mentioned earlier, kind of last minute, we'll be adding children's iPads into the cases. They've got something to do on the plane. I'll also be taking my iPad, and that'll be primarily to check in with work stuff, make sure my content has gone out while we're away, but also to back up the footage from the SD cards onto an external hard drive. I'm actually taking 2 external hard drives. One is a terabyte, one is 2 terabytes to back up the footage. I intend to back up all the SD cards onto both SSDs, and then I'm going to carry one home. My husband is going to carry the other, so that all of the footage is safe to bring home and edit for the vlogs. Then I've got the various wires and things that I'm going to need to connect my iPad to my SD cards and the external hard drives. I've got to show you these, by the way, because if you haven't got them, these are the best ones I've found. They're like little Velcro wire tidies, and they're just so easy to use, and when you're packing things away, they really make everything so much neater. They're reusable and just so simple, and it makes packing things like this away quick and easy. Then I've also got a battery charger, which has got a USB and a USB-C output. That'll charge my camera batteries, my iPhone, my iPad, whatever I need charging. This little gadget is great. And then my wallet is not going to fit into my little shoulder bag, so I'll be throwing that in the case too. Then I've got a few more bits to entertain the children while we fly that don't actually fit into their handbags, so we'll go into the carry-on cases. The girls are taking these, which are the pencil cases I showed you earlier, and the contents of their advent calendars from Christmas 2021. They had little Disney animator advent calendars. They've gathered together all the little bits and pieces, and they're going to take those with them to play with on the plane and in the hotel room. The girls had these colouring books, which are absolutely gorgeous, and they've kept them for the plane, so there's loads and loads to do in there. William is taking his Hidden Magic of Disney book to read, and also some Star Wars puzzles to do. And Bella is taking the novel of Encanto to read too. I've actually downloaded books onto my iPad and iPhone that I can read if I don't feel like watching something. The other thing I will be popping in our hand luggage for the way up, because we will be doing them on the way to the airport, will be our lateral flow test that we have to do via supervised video call. Obviously we're not physically taking those on the plane, but we are taking those with us in order to do. The other lateral flow tests can go into our carry-on because we won't have to do those until we're on our way back and until we land the other side. So other than adding in last minute bits like phones, iPads, and filling up with snacks and drinks, that's pretty much it for what we need to take for carry-on. Join me in the next video where I'm doing the actual packing and you can pack with me, checking over all this, making sure it's in the right places, and doing the check-in luggage too, packing all our outfits for one night before we go, and then 15 nights in Florida for 6 people. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up. Turn on those bell notifications so you get notified whenever I upload a new video, because the Florida vlog series is starting very soon. See you guys in one of the videos that you can choose that's on screen now. Bye.